It was a defining moment of a face-off between Washington and Silicon Valley as Facebook Chief Executive Officer Mark Zuckerberg testified before the United States Congress in the light of the data privacy scandal. During the 4-hour long grilling by 44 senators at the joint hearing of two Senate panels on commerce and judiciary, the 33-year-old social media czar apologized for the mistakes and his company's failure to protect the user privacy and prevent the spread of fake news and foreign interference in the elections. At a time when there are growing concerns over technology giants profiting from virtually unfettered access to user data, Zuckerberg's testimony was a keenly watched event. The key question is whether the governments should step in to regulate internet companies or allow them to frame their own self-regulation mechanism. It is an undeniable fact that technology is an ever-evolving and dynamic sector that throws up new challenges and risks along the way. Against the backdrop of the Cambridge Analytica scandal involving harvesting of personal data of 87 million Facebook users and its unauthorized usage by the British political consultancy firm to influence the voters in the 2016 US presidential election. Zuckerberg accepted the breach of trust and promised to build better systems to protect user data. When a service you cannot live without is provided to you free of cost, then you are the product. In today's information-driven world, data is the new age double-edged weapon. It can cut both ways. On one hand, the disruptive power of data can be used for larger public good, and on the other, it can be reduced to a tool to mislead the gullible sections and influence the outcomes through fake narratives. The furor over the activities of Cambridge Analytica and its links to political parties in India highlights the perils of data breach, fraudulent invasion of privacy, and manipulation of personal details of the so-called media users. The Congressional hearing comes at a critical point in the technology evolution as the all-pervasive power of the internet and the potential exploitation of technology far outpaces what users, regulators, or even its creators are prepared to handle. As a result, a showdown appears inevitable between the policymakers who seek to regulate the processes and the technology creators. As internet technologies become all pervasive in people's lives, the key question is what should be the right regulation, not whether there should be regulation at all. Apologies for the lax privacy policies apart, Zuckerberg deftly ducked the questions regarding regulation. He did not make any specific promise to support congregational regulation of the world's largest social media network. Any regulation must be guided solely by users' interests.